moving on, Ted Lasso, just real quick. This season's odd. This season's real odd. It's like it doesn't have like I think the individual episodes are pretty good. But they don't have the nuance that I think the first two seasons have. And I'm a guy who's totally okay with being preached at, because like 99% of the time, like when they're preaching things, I agree with it. So like I don't get too mad. But I feel like in the previous two seasons, it's less on the nose. Like this, like so not this past episode, but the episode before that, they had a scene where they're just like talking and like basically just, preaching like, don't leak nudes, it's a good point, but it's just very on the nose. Don't be an asshole. And I think it went like viral on Twitter. People were very mad. The writing's not great this season, which is
it the same writers as the first two?
Yeah, it is. But like Ted Lasso, Jason Sudeikis is has likes on Twitter that are like making fun of the writers. Like he's liking tweets that are making fun of the writers, which is odd. I still enjoy the show. It just hasn't had. And, we'll see later when we do our top 10 TV show episodes. I'm sure there's one of them that's very high on my list. It doesn't have like that emotional punch that seasons 1 and 2 had. It still has good moments, and they gave us a good moment this like last episode and maybe 3 episodes ago. It's just kind of odd. It's a bit of a flip.
How many episodes are left?
I think there's 3 episodes left. So I think we just got 9. So we have 10, 11, 12, I believe.
What's the general consensus on the season so far? I haven't seen much about it.
I think people are down on. I think it's the same as Mando. Definitely not as good as the first 2. People either hate it, or some people are like myself. Like I don't know. I still like it, but I can recognize it's not nearly as good as the first 2.
Yeah, I'll have to binge it when it comes out, but it'll be interesting to see in retrospect when the season ends, because before the season came out, Jason Sudeikis was like, "Oh, like no, it's like wrapped up here. We've told the story we want to tell. Like it's time to wrap it up."
So
and like everyone thought going into
that.
It was like, "Oh, it's gonna be an epic conclusion," but maybe it's more just like he's like, "I'm just done with it."
No, I think it is gonna have a good conclusion that wraps it up, because they kind of show you, but they also opened a bunch of storylines and then like closed them 2 episodes later. And I kind of wish they just had this season like, overarching storyline. And I don't know. They made a couple storylines and then just closed them like this episode, and they started like 3 episodes ago, like I said. And they also did the thing where like, as your show gets bigger, you try to make your characters branch away from the main group, and like, hey, that's not fun. We just like to see them all together. That's the joy of the show. Just make it all that way. But I still enjoy it. I'll still tune in every week and probably cry myself to sleep each time there's some emotional TED speech or something. Emma really likes it, so maybe like I'm just an idiot. Who knows? Maybe most people are enjoying it.